and we can click on the copy option, and we have the tree type. So this is the source one. So from where you want to pick it, and whenever you want to copy, always remember you should have here the version as active. Maintenance, we use it for only for the display purpose. Active we use if you want to create any new thing, if you want to make some changes, then the status should be active. So here we need to create the new one, and for the new one I'm going to give the ID. So this is the ID we have, / this is the DME tree for 8484 and I'm going to save it. So keep this ID or this name just which you have given. So just copy it, because the same information we need to give in the payment medium workbench. Where it is, I'll just show you, but for the time being, so just copy and then click on the copy button. So whatever the structure we have seen in this 113, okay, so that entire structure system is going to copy to the new DME file or the new DME structure we have created. Now we can press enter button, click on the continue button. So you can just see here it is also showing you that the tree system has copied from 113 to the new one, which is DME tree for 8484. So if you want to verify, you want to check it, so you can also check it. Mention your tree ID and then click on the display option. So you can just see this entire structure system has copied, and you can also observe here system has shown us our user ID, date and time also. Now what next we need to do? So for this tree, actually we need to link it somewhere. So where we will be linking this, we need to link it in the payment medium workbench. So that ultimately that payment medium workbench you are going to use in your automatic payment program. So that is the link we have. That is the I would say file determination, how the system is going to find out, how the system is going to trigger it. So what is the transaction code through which we can have that payment medium workbench? So for that we need to work on two transaction code. It is OBPM1 and OBPM4. So let's have here the first transaction code, OBPM1. Transaction code is OBPM1. So it is saying that this is the setting we are doing cross client, enter. And you can just see here we have already some DME trees, okay, available under the, and those we have maintained under these DME formats, okay. Now same way we need to have our own format, and for that what we can do, we can again you will find some format relevant for the 113 here. Just go down. You can just see actually maybe in some location they will be looking after for this MT140 for MT141 101 103 format, so accordingly we can pick it. So here we have a standard format, that is SAP City 113. So I am going to copy it, select and then click on the copy as option. So whatever the DME tree ID you have given, so you paste it over here. So that is a DME tree ID, and the same ID I am using for my payment medium workbench. So here let's have the same ID I'm going to give for my payment medium format. This is what payment medium format for 8484, and after that you just go down. You can just see here it is saying that under this payment medium payment medium format, what do you want to trigger? So you can just see here we have been given the option as file IDOC. We can select here XML file. So XML file is the output file system is going to generate under the DME. How that file looks like, I'll just show you. So for the time being, we need to select here the option as XML file. Then after that, we need to go down to press enter button. Press enter button. It is saying that do you want to copy all the data? Yes, we want to copy all the data. So the number of dependent entries copied 7. Okay. And we can go into this format. First we save it, and then we can go to the It is saying that the customizing changes have no effect on the payment medium already created. Okay, and enter. Now we can go to this format ID, and you can just see here it is showing you the program control. So you can just see there is a button for the DME engine. So here you make sure this checkbox is selected. So we have link our DME engine. So that is the checkbox. It is indicating that we have mapped our DME engine. Now you can just see here it is saying that this payment medium output file, it will be generated at which level. So you want this file to be generated at a company code level. Then what will happen if DME file which you are generating, so if let's say it is to be generated for 10 company codes, then what will happen? So system at the end of the day, because if we are running the automatic print program, then system is going to generate 10 different files, 10 different files for each of the company code. Why? Because that we have maintained here as company code. And if we are saying that if we want to further break it down, so we want to generate this file for each of the house bank in that company code. So we can select we can select here the house bank also. Then you can just see with the payment method is given. Okay. So if you want for a particular payment method, this DME file should be triggered, not for all the payment methods. Then what you do? You select here the checkbox for the payment method as well. So let's go back to the automatic print program, and the transaction code is FBZP. And here we have again those steps. So let's go with the paying company code, because all company code anyways you need to have 8484. Okay, we don't need to add anything here. Then we can go to the paying company code. Here also we don't need to do anything. So we have 8484. We don't need to do anything here. Now we can go back. This is the important step. Payment method in country. Click on this. In this, I have already created a payment method relevant for the DME. So what is the difference? I'll just show you. You can go to this country, US. We can have the new one also, but let's see. Let's try to have the existing one which I have created. So go down. We have for the IDOC. You can just see for the DME. Sorry, you have this payment method R. So you double click on the R and you see, observe what is the difference. So you can just see we have given the description. So again, the outgoing payment. Then we have the bank transfer, nothing new. And the document type, it is KZ. It is going to generate. So you can also have ZP. That is not an issue. ZP. Then after that, account number information is required. And this is the difference. You can just see now if you want to get generated a DME output file. So what you need to do? You need to provide the payment medium workbench. And this payment medium workbench, you need to provide the payment medium format. So already we have assigned a format which is for the company code 7878. I'm going to replace it with the format we have created for it is 8484. So we can also find out from the system. So we can press F4 key. And here we can have the first, you can just see DME tree, it is for 8484. You can just assign here and go down. That's it. So now press enter button, save it, and the new payment method we have R, so that is to be assigned to the company code. So come out of here, go to the payment method in company code, and here we have 8484Q. So I'm going to extend it to the payment method R. Same information I want to get extended to the payment method R, and save. Enter. Now we have three payment methods, check, IDOC, and for DME. Now what next we need to do? So we can go to the bank determination, and for this payment method we need to also assign the bank. Company code ID is 8484, and then we can go on the left side. We have the ranking. So this ranking, we want to generate the IDOC. We want to generate this output file from the city B only. So select and then give the payment method as R. In place of this 3, we'll have the payment method as R, and then enter. Save. Go to the next option, that is the bank account, double click. And again, this CTB, we want to get assigned with the payment method R, which is for the DME. Rest of the information will remain same. Enter. That's it. Available amount, no changes are allowed. Why? Because we have already this CTB and account ID. That is the reason. Now we can come out of here and we can assign this payment method in our vendor master data. If you want to assign the payment method in your vendor master data, we need to go to the payment transaction, and this time system will start showing you, not this one, just remove this. So here system starts showing you your new payment method R. Okay, enter and save. So now we are good to go. So if we create a invoice and that invoice to be paid through the payment method, that is a DME, so system is going to generate the output file. So how we can display it, and before that what we need to do, so that payment medium format which we have maintained, so we need to create a variant for this. We need to create a variant for that, and how we can create that variant? For that we need to use transaction code. It is OBPM5. Transaction code is OBPM5, not OBPM5, sorry, it is OBPM4. Transaction code is OBPM4, and you will see here this type of screen will come, and you can just see your first DME tree is 8484 only, and for this DME tree we need to give the variant. Remember, we used to give the variant for the payment method check and for the payment method IDOC. Okay, so same way we need to give the variant here also, and for that what we need to do, you can just see under this format it is saying that we have two banks. Okay, we have the 84 city and we have CTP. So with which you want, for which you want to create the variant, I want to get this variant created for CTP. And what is the name? So the name is, it is 84 DME, DMEE. And then you can just see there is a button for this one. There is a button to edit the variant. Click on this edit variant. Select this option, all selection screen. And here we will be having the format. Remember that format, we can assign the same format here also, and then enter. Now we can, in the output file, we can give the file name. Here output to the file system. So where you want this file to be triggered, so we can give the path here. Let's say we have the local system, LS, logical system. So I'm just putting here a hypothetical at a path. So let's say it is drive, SAP drive. In the C like drive we have this. So that is the hypothetical file name I just mentioned. In the real time you can just get this from the wrapper or from your basis team. Now I'm going to give the name of this variant. So you can just see here also you will have the attribute button. So click on the attribute button. And before this, what we need to do? So here we have the print parameter. Okay. So go to the print parameter. So make sure this LP01 is given. You can just see it should be with the green signal. And then we can go to the attribute. So we can give the name. This is the DME output file for 8484, or I would say this is a DME variant, payment file variant for 8484, and I'm going to save. So this is the final setting. Make sure here you also press the save button. We can cross check. Okay, now it is coming. So here we need to create an invoice, and that invoice, for that invoice we can generate that output file. This file will look like this only. You can just see this type of output file will be generated.